You are God alone from the fourth time began. You are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone. Hello, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Ebute, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to be attending to somebody's request. Now, he wants to know how to play the bass at the left hand of the keyboard and the piano at the right hand when the bassist is not around, right? So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you some tips that can help you to do that. So stay tuned. Now I'm going to show you these tips on the key of C. Right? Sorry. Okay, so the first one is, of course, play the roots of the chord. So if you are playing the keyboard, the bassist is not around, so you are playing the bass, right? With your left hand. So what you do is just play the roots note. For instance, if I'm the key of C right now, and I'm playing the 1 chord, the left hand I just play the bass note, the first degree. So let me play a progression. 1, 4, 5. 1 and 4. Let me add my bass, of course. 1 and 4 and 5 and 1. You see? So I'm just adding my bass. All right. So, of course, you say, that's too simple and that's not interesting. So, of course, we're going to be talking about other tips that can sound more interesting. So, the second one is use the idea of circular fourth and fifth. Now, the idea of circular fourth and fifth is this. You see, going in fourths, or I can still call it fifth because when you invert that same interval of a fourth, it gives you a fifth. For instance, if I move from C to F, for interval of C to F is an interval of a fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interval of a fourth has 5 semitones or half step. Now, when you invert it, take the C up, you have 7 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is interval of a fifth. So that's why we call it circular fourth and fifth. Now, if you don't understand the idea of circular fourth and fifth, let me just explain it using the solfeggio. So if you are on the 1 chord and you are going to the 4 chord, what is just to just play the C, F, because the interval of F and C is a fourth, which is also a fifth when you invert. So if I'm playing a progression like 1, 4, 5, it's going to sound like this. So if I'm playing the 1 chord, what I do is I just play the G and C, that is So, Do. If I'm going to the 4 chord, I play Do, Fa. If I'm going to the 5 chord, I play Re, So. Then come back to the 1 chord. So, Do, So, Do. I can play So, Do. So, basically, using that idea. So, anytime you're going to the 4, just play the Do, Fa. If you're going to the 5, Re, So. If you're going to the 6, Mi, La is the same circular fourth and fifth. The interval of a fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Mi, La. If you are going to which one again? Let's say the 2. That's La, Re. Re, So. Going to the 5. So Do, 1. So using the idea of circular fourth and fifth, you can use that to make the bass line sound more interesting. Now, these examples might not sound too interesting, but when I start using it in the song, you will see that it will sound better. So just be patient with me. So the next one is play the neighboring notes of the bass note. So for instance, if I'm going to the 1 chord, this is a bass note, right? So I can play the neighboring note like La, Ti, Do, neighboring note like close to the note you're going. So La, Ti, Do. I'm going to the 4 now. Re, Mi, Fa. I'm going to the 5. Mi, Fa, So. Then La, Ti, Do. That's 1, 4, 5. See? Re, Mi, Fa. Then 5 chord. Mi, Fa, So. Then the 1 chord I can play So, La, Do. You know, based on the way the bass is arranged, you hear more of solado than latino. So solado. The next one, we go to use the diatonic notes of the key. So I'm the key of C. So if I'm playing the bass line, I can use the diatonic notes as passing notes before going to the bass note that I intend to play, or the bass note. So if I'm going to the 4, I can do like this: 1, 4. You can see I'm just playing with the bass, the diatonic notes. I can do. So it's basically using the diatonic notes, you know, to make it sounds better. So if I'm going to like the 2 now, I can do like 2, 1, or then 5, then 1. So I'm just moving from the 6 down to the 2s. La, sol, fa, mi, re. And if I'm going to the 7 also, you can do fa, mi, re, do, ti. You see? So using the diatonic note, just play it up or down, you know, and you can make your bass line sound more interesting. So the next one is use the chromatic approach. Yeah, use the chromatic approach. Like chromatic means playing half steps. In other words, playing without skipping any notes. So that's a chromatic kind of thing. So if I'm going to I want to play my 2 and 5 and 1. I can decide to play like this. You see? 2, then 5, then my 1. So you can see that chromatic movement. So going to the 2, I just play from the first degree, do, di, re, then go to the 5, fa, fa, fi, fo, fa, fi, sol. You see, before going to my 1. So that's the chromatic approach. And the next one is using the 2-5-1 bass line. You know, 2-5-1 simply means, okay, in the key of C, the 2 will be D minor, the 5 will be the G, and then the 1. So you can use that idea to play. So if I'm going to the 4 chord, I can play like this. Now it's the 4 chord in the key of F. The 2-5-1 will be G, C, and F. Right? So you can use it using any. You can use any pitch, or you can take advantage of the pitch to make the bass note sound a bit different. So instead of playing re, sol, do, I can play re, sol, do. Right? So let me use the bass line now. So if I'm going to the 4 chord, I go sol, do, fa. Then I'm going to the 5 chord and play la, re, sol. Why am I playing la, re, sol? Because in the key of G, la is a 2, re is a 5, G is a 1, 2-5-1, right? I'm using the idea of 2-5-1 to play my bass line. So I can play fa. Then I'm going to the 6, I play. So it's like ti, mi, la, which is a minor 2-5-1, going to the A minor. But using solfeggio, you say ti, mi, la. Then going to the 2, or the 2. This is the 2 in the key of D minor. 2, 5, 1. So I can play like I can play like that. But going to the 2, usually I hear bass players do. They use more of 4-5-1 or sol, la, re. You see? So instead of playing, you can play sol, la, re. Then 2-5-1, going to the 5 chord, then 1. Okay, so those are the few tips. Now let me use these examples in some songs like this. Let's just play this song. All the glory belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you, oh God. So the progression is this. And 6, da 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 da, 5. All the glory belongs to you. And 2, and 3, 4. So let's add some bass line like this. All the glory belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you, God. You can do. All the glory belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you, oh God. So what was I doing? So I'm using some of those tips I just showed you. Now on the 6th chord, going to the 6th I just play, I use the chromatic approach. I talked that in number 6 point. Then go to the 5, I use the 2-5-1 approach, 2-5-1 passing. That's la, re, sol. Going to the 2, I use the chromatic approach again. 2, then 3. I use like the neighboring notes. I talked about the neighboring notes, right? Notes close to the destination notes you are going. So, see? So those are how we can use that. So let me show you one more example. So let's take this song. You are God alone from the fall time began. 5. You are on your throne. You are God alone. Now the progression is da da da, 1 chord, 1, 5, 6, 4. That's the progression. So let's add some bass lines there. You are God alone from the fall time began. You are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, in the good times and bad, you are on your throne. You are God alone. And right now, Okay, so now look at I was playing some bass lines there, So let me show you. I'm just using from the tips I showed you. There are other things you can do to make your bass line sound better, right? But I just gave you some few tips in this video, and I just want to show you how you can use those tips. As you continue on that, you will get better, definitely, on your playing bass with the left hand on the piano. So, okay, so what I was doing is you are God alone, right? I even started from the neighboring notes, going to the 1 chord. The 1, Si, La, Ti, Do, or I can play Sol, La, Do. You are God alone from the fall time began. Going to the 5 chord, I play 2-5-1, 2-5-1. From the fall time began, from the fall time began, from the fall time began. Going to the 5. Da, 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 da. Okay, I use the chromatic approach. Da, da. Going to the 6. So from the 5 going to the 6, I just play Sol, Si, La. You see? Ta-da, ta-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I play the 2-5-1 again in the key of F, so that would be Sol, Do, Fa. Then I play something like using the circle of 4th, 5th idea, right? So, but I did a kind of grace note here to just adding more color. So I just like this. See? Da-da. Then and right now, then I play something like this. In the good times and bad. So what I was doing there is I'm playing actually a 2-5-1 going to the 5 chord, which is the La, Re. That's La, 6, Re, 2. But this 2 now is a major with the 7th. So 6, 2, then 5. Right? So that was what I was playing. Which is a 2-5-1 going to the G. So in playing the 6, I just move downward. So like using the neighboring notes, and I told you about that. Then going to the 2, I use the chromatic approach. So I'm going from Do, Di, Re, and the right hand is playing the dominant 7. Dominant 7. So then I went to the 5. Then going to the 6, I did another 2-5-1, or you can call it 7-3-6. So the bass line, going to the 7, I just played I use the chromatic approach. I use the chromatic approach going to the 7 and the chromatic approach, but descending now, going to the 3 before going to the 6. So, and you can see that one is faster. So this one is faster than this. Those are where you know your creativity comes in. It's just do something that sounds as interesting as possible. So then 6. Then going to the 4, the next one is the 4. I just played the diatonic note. Yeah. So you can see how I just use those ideas I showed you. When you start using it in a song, like a couple of them in a particular song, it sounds more interesting. But first of all, you have to take a simple song. You try playing it. Try these examples. Just pick one tip. Try pick a song and try to use it long enough until it becomes part of you. So when you want to start playing, and your idea is now wider, so you can begin to use all these concepts, together in a particular song, and it will sound better. So as you continue in this, as you continue to play the bass line, with the left hand and the chord with the right hand, of course, definitely you get better. You come up with your own style. You come up with your own technique. And another last tip I want to give is that you should listen to other songs. Listen to the other songs. Listen to the bass line. It can also give you ideas, right? So, of course, there are many things you can do to make your bass line sound better, your left hand. But these are just a few tips I have for you for this video, and I hope you've learned something from it. All right. So, if you have not subscribed, I will encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Share the videos with people that will be interesting, that can learn something from it. And hope to see you in the next video. Please leave a comment also. Please, I'd like to hear from you. If you have any requests, please leave a comment, and with time, I'll be answering your questions. All right. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.